Please subscribe to Facetv Africa and turn the notification on. Facetv Africa, ẹ jọ̀ọ́, subscribe, hete.
Face TV was Swoby.
Hello everyone, it's your girl again. My name is Amaka Anyao from Facetv Africa. So we are out here again, streets of Lagos. We want to be asking some people what they feel about this Muslim to Muslim tickets. Like, what's the repercussion? So let's go as we ask few people questions.
Face TV was Swoby.
What can you say about this Muslim to Muslim tickets? Like, what's the repercussion?
So this one has shown that Tinubu is a very foolish man. I don't know why sometimes when you use abusive language, some people say, "Hey, don't tell." Is it because Tinubu is rich? What happens if Tinubu is a poor man and I say stupid? Nobody will carry me. But because Tinubu is rich, you say Tinubu is a stupid man. The reason, let me tell you the reason. This has already automatically shown that these people don't have interest of Nigerians at heart. That's why you're seeing. All the after is winning. They don't have interest of Nigeria. They don't have anything they want to do in Nigeria. You can imagine. Then aside from that, I'm not a religious man. I will say it confidently. Because all religion in Nigeria, they are all criminals. Christians and Muslims. I can say it authoritatively. And I always say it anywhere I go to. They are criminals. You see, instead of Nigeria to be thinking, how do we get the best person to rule this country? The idiots are busy talking Muslim ticket, Muslim Christian ticket. What concerns me about that? I'm only looking for people, credible people that will give us a reputable government. That's what I'm looking for. I don't want to care where you come from. But it's because Nigerians have shallow brain. That's what we're talking about, Muslim ticket. Tinubu, as smart as he is, he wants to win at all costs. So he's not even thinking about you or Muslim ticket. He feels if I should pick a Christian, it could affect me. Yes, if I pick a Christian as a running mate, it will affect me. Let me pick a Muslim, Hausa man too, so that let's see how it goes. Then another interesting thing, that's to tell these two people that they are so stupid. I learned Atiku has picked Wike. Very stupid people. So because Wike came second, you decide to pick Wike. Imagine Atiku and Wike, they will have problem. Because Wike is a verbal man. Wike don't care who you are. He talks to you anyhow. So there is no how he's going to have problem with Atiku. So because somebody came your second, you decided, okay, let me pick him as my vice. I laugh at Atiku and Wike because when the wrestling starts, I will not be there. So what I'm trying to say is that Tinubu, this has shown that Tinubu is a selfish man who's only thinking about himself and not thinking about Nigerians. We don't know what P2B will come out with. Yes, we don't know what P2B will come out with.
Where in the world that would we have a Muslim ticket? You know, we are going from bottom to valley. From bottom to valley. You know, our president is saying from top to bottom, but this one from bottom to valley. When in the world are you going to get a Muslim ticket? My take is this: there is nothing like Muslim ticket. It's either Christian Muslim or Muslim Christian. If they try it, they will not even win the election. We are not slaves in Nigeria. We are not what? We are not slaves. Tinubu that brought Buhari, he looked at what he has put us into. I want to say this, and I want to tell the viewers watching that they are trying to compare June 12th with now. We have grown in democracy. Democracy now is 23 years plus. All through the 23 years, we will never have Muslim, Christian. Well, let them try it and see what will happen. And that's my fully take, is that these people don't have what it takes. That is why I'm saying the party says we are rescuing back Nigeria from these bad people. APC is a bad political party. APC is a bad political party. I stand to be corrected on this platform. They are the worst political party in Nigeria have ever had. And the second what do they call him? Asiwaju said he wants to come and he wants to come and win the election. It will not happen. It will not happen. My humble opinion and my humble take is that for those of you that have not gotten your PVC, those of you that are using smartphone, go to INEC, type INEC. They are going to bring, if you have not registered your registration, you click, just fill in the detail. It will give you a code. It is that code you will take to INEC office for capturing. Then they can capture you. I want to tell you the truth. It is time for us to tell APC to shut up.
Okay, thank you for having me. I think it's a misnomer. Looking at the political landscape of Nigeria, and if you just oppose it with the constitutional provision that talks about federal character, I think it's a misnomer. Because what the federal character says is that when you give a position, it has to reflect the geographical spread, and it has to be done in a way that is devoid of discrimination. Because if you look at the nature of Nigeria, you agree with me that it's predominantly Muslim Christian. So if you are given that position as critical as the president, office of the president and office of the vice president, I think it should reflect fairness in terms of the two major religions being accommodated. I can't agree with the people who said in the past, with the election of Abiola and Kingibe, there was a Muslim ticket and they won. But they failed to realize that as at that time, Nigerians were tired of military rule. People wanted alternative. And the only alternative that provided itself then was that election of Abiola Kingibe. So people were not mindful whether it was a Muslim ticket or a Christian ticket. But you cannot say the same thing of today. Because Nigeria have evolved over the years and we have seen the level of polarization of Nigeria or Nigerians along religious lines, ethnic, culture and all that. So if you are going to bring about the two major leading political parties and encourage them to accommodate the two major religions, Christianity and Islam, anything outside that is a recipe for crisis. For me, APC should be discouraged in choosing having Muslim tickets.
It has never happened before in the history of this country. I think Nigeria got her independence in 1960. From 1960, they have been pairing it Christian, Muslim, Christian, Muslim. Let me just bust your brain. If you don't know, it was Abubakar Tafawa Balewa, I think, that was the first Nigerian prime minister. That time we were practicing, I think, unitary system of government. And the person they paired him with was Dr. Nnamdi Azikiwe, a Christian from southeastern Nigeria. He was the governor general of the country, the first Nigerian governor general. You understand, before, after the first Nigerian governor general, Lord Lugard. So they paired two of them. So it has been like that right from the inception of this country, Christian, Muslim. There was never a time Muslim ruled us. Only this Buhari. Yes, let me talk you that. In 1983, that 1st December, Buhari seized a government from Chagari, government of Chagari that was democratically elected or approved by the people of this country. And Buhari himself was a Muslim. Due to the hatred he has for Christians. His second person, the vice president then, was Brigadier Tunde Idiabon. He was a Muslim. May he so rest in peace. So this Muslim thing, the only person that did it in this country, and he went scot-free, was Buhari. Are you listening to me? So then, after 1983, after Abubakar Tafawa Balewa and the Zik, we started pairing it. Muslim, Christian, Muslim. In 1976, Olusegun Obasanjo was Nigerian head of state, whose deputy was Musa Yar'Adua, the senior brother to Umaru Yar'Adua, the late Umaru Yar'Adua. You see how we have been doing it so that peace will do what? Reign. How could you take Muslim? Before you know it, they will give all of us Garba, Mohammed, they will Islamize us in this country. That is nothing but what? Absolute insanity. Madness. So I suggest Muslim cannot work. If our Baba Jagaban Achwaju of Lagos want to do what? Excel in this oncoming election 2023, is gonna consider Christian. A Christian in the north. There are many Christians in the north. Let me shock you. The whole Kanuris in Borno State, they are Christians. There was how many local government in Borno State that were just teamly. 75% Christians in the northeast. Call not, you have Christians. The in Zamfara, there are Christians. In fact, I'm telling you, those people that are being kidnapped and maimed and killed in Zamfara, Katsina, they are all Christians. In Plateau State, Nasarawa State, they are all Christians. Kajet tribe, all of them, Langtang. May I shock you that Jeremiah Yuseni is a Langtang from Langtang, one of the Langtang mafia in Plateau State. So I'm trying to shock you that there are Christians. It is interwoven in the north. We have Muslims, we have Christians, just like in the southwest. So what is much ado about Muslim? Does it mean there are no Christians in Kaduna? The whole southern Kaduna, Kafacha, they are Christians. I think you understand what I'm saying. So even in the mid-belt there, they refer themselves as North. Why not go and do what? Canvas for a good Christian that will be very, very what? Compatible to you. Because this idea of deputizing, who will be my deputy? It has to do with compatibility. Somebody that will work with you. Somebody that can reason with you. We don't want this kind of madness. Muslim is not good in this chop biscuit, chop banana federalism we are operating here. The federalism we are operating here is chop biscuit, chop banana, I thief, you thief. No. We don't agree on this kind of quasi federalism. Why? Muslim. Okay. Let me check. If Obi wants someone to baptize him today, eventually Obi goes to Kano State and invites our Baba Bishop Hassan Kuka. You know, Matthew Hassan Kuka is a Christian. To baptize Obi, is it good? No, is it good? If Obi want to find somebody to be his second person, he will consider what? Compatibility, which I'm seeing in the person of Balarabi Musa if he's still alive. In the person of Abarimi if he's still alive. In the person of Solomon La of Plateau State if he's still alive. No, I'm talking from experience. These are people I know in the north that are very, very compatible. Too compatible to Igbo man. Okay, now, if Obi want to make sense, it will cling on that what? Idea or belief that Kwankwaso is a liberal politician. Kwankwaso is not a violent man. Kwankwaso has a movement in the north. Kwankwasia. Though he's a Muslim, that's why I'm trying to say that Kwankwaso and Obi, the compatibility has no equal now as I'm talking to you. Are you listening to me? So it doesn't make sense. If it Obi wants somebody that will baptize him, he will just went to mid-belt or north, Kano State and invite one Christian like, no. A Muslim Christian Muslim, so that you're gonna what? Excel. The government gonna be an inclusive government. I listen to me. You consider what is called compatibility. Somebody that will work with you. You don't consider the kind of deputy that Obasanjo had in 1999, from 1999 to 2007. Deputy or Kuko, cat and the rat, dog and the cat. The dog is Obasanjo. The cat is Atiku Abubakar. He fought Obasanjo, Jesus Christ. He exposed all the documents. He had a shady deal with his Oga Obasanjo. Is that good? They are not compatible at all. Atiku and Obasanjo was just like, no, nibuemu mbwegi, no, ibuzimu mbwegi, no, nibuemu mbwegi. If you don't kill me, I kill you. I'm just trying to translate it. Because two of them, Atiku and Obasanjo, they are not compatible.
Well, that wouldn't have been, of course, an issue of concern, if not that, unfortunately, we, as a people, has been plunged into religious war due to resentment that have been built up over the years. Recall in the history of Nigeria in 1993, where, of course, the MKO and King Ibe also was of course, vying for the position of presidency, where Abiola, of course, is a Muslim, and King Ibe is also a Muslim. That was not brought to fore because people are only interested in moving the country forward and entrusting the governance of this country to people who are capable, who has the competence, irrespective of their religious affiliations. But unfortunately, so to say, this dispensation, especially the dispensation of Muhammad Buhari, brought unimaginable disaster, unimaginable destruction, of course, which have eroded the fabric of existence as a people. And unfortunately, you can see religious and ethnic sentiments are playing out in recent times, where even in selecting some sensitive positions, it has been aligned based on ethnic nationality sentiments and religious sentiment. It's very unfortunate, and that is what informed the people, of course, to begin to question the credibility or the motive behind the Muslim ticket. As it stands now, it is not feasible, and Nigeria has been brought to such a destructive verge, and almost at the verge of collapsing. We are at the verge of a cliff, and if nothing is done about that, of course, we might end up plunging into religious war. Because what is playing out, you saw the circular that was served. Is it by the IG or what? Who reported that a circular, and of course, instructing or giving an ultimatum to the Christian community or the body of Christ in Nigeria to shut down within 90 days. So what does that inform you? And you are telling us Muslim Christian ticket. You see, in the light of the reality, it is not feasible and it is not healthy. It is not in the interest of course, integration.
APC though is still consulting widely. APC has not come out publicly to tell Nigerians, so it's still a rumor. It's still a rumor though. But in every rumor, there's always an element of truth in it. So for now, I still believe it's still a rumor, and the party has not made their stance known to the public. But I believe if APC should go by Muslim tickets, their chances of winning the presidency at the poll is slim, in the sense that they should consider that Nigeria is still an underdeveloped nation. Nigeria is not yet a developed nation whereby people can say Muslim ticket is not an impediment to them. To them, it is not a barrier now. Nigeria is still trying to develop. You can see, why do you think these Igbos, why do you think the Igbos are now fighting for what? Secession and what? Agitation. Simply because they think they have been deprived. They think that APC government has not carried them along. Now, if a region could be saying this, if a particular tribe could be saying now, that means now you want to deprive close to 50 million, close to like 100 million Christians. Now, Christians will not say their interest is not protected in your government. The president Muslim and the vice president Muslim. My sister, it will not work. Nigerians, you know how even before now, Christian as of Nigeria has come out publicly to say it will not work. It will not work in the sense that I am a Christian, I believe. So that means now the interest of the Christian will not be protected. Because I said it because Nigeria is still underdeveloped nation. We are still primitive. So it can only fly, it can only work in the Western world, whereby things have been put in place already. So from time past, I believe APC, if If APC want to fail in the coming election, let them try it and see if Christians would vote for them. I can say it with every conviction that Christians would not vote for them, because a lot of Christians will say that the Christianity body is not represented in government. So I am a Christian. I will not vote for them if such tickets fly. And then we have also like minds like me who will not also want to vote for them because of Christian body is not what represented in government. APC is just saying this. It is not even about flying Muslim. Let them fly Shango tickets. They will not even win safe. So let them fly anything.
In my own understanding, Muslim, it won't work, because already if you check jobs, if it's states, let me use just as a sample. They always have crisis. Muslim ruling them, you get, but they are middle belt. If you go to Lagos State now, which is Lagos State, it's Muslim that is ruling, which is APC, am I right? But in presidency, they will have a Muslim Christian. Already, Nigeria is an Islamic country, but we don't know, it's secret Islamic country, because it's not this man. I don't know their name. Tinubu that declares, is there no that declares Nigeria as Islamic country? Nigeria is Islamic, but Muslim, it will work. If you go to France, it's where religion, all those say Father Francis, they will take Pope, is the one controlling the economy. And the US, let me not call France, US, they will do budget and do for church. Have you ever one they had in this their stupid budgets that what is doing that they put church there? They can't put church. They will not tell you that church has a budget. They don't put church there. So if they say Muslim, if they can rule, let the Muslim come. But I know that it won't work, because already nobody is going to vote them. And in the presidency, APC will not work again. Because if you look at the history of Buhari, let me use the Igbo. Maybe it means water sport from the head. If it's state, it will work for them. But if it's a president, it won't work for them. You get, it won't work.
That means we are no more one Nigeria. They have divided the nation. It's only Muslim that is ruling the nation. They have already exposed themselves. There is nothing like Christians. In the sense that they will go to church and kill Christians. It shows that Muslims want to take over the country, over the nation, which is not possible. But by the grace of God, what they are trying to do, when Muslim is a president, a Muslim is a vice president, what do you think that it is going to happen? They have hijacked the power automatically. And let me tell you, I took into notice and observation that they have planned it and kept down to put this man, this secular Tinubu, to be president. They will bring a Muslim join him. Since Nigeria was created, the time both Elias Ekweme and Buhari, is it Muslim or Christian? But he reached for his own tenure. He want to use Muslim against Muslim, Muslim with Muslim, Tinubu. Let me tell you, Tinubu is a troublemaker, which everybody knows. He used soldiers to go and kill people for Lekki Tollgate. He denied. Now he wants to kill the remaining people. And he said that if they give him the president, he will be a measure of the country. Why can't you be a measure of the country where the country is suffering? Now you are using 500 million naira to buy individuals. You are using billions of naira to go here and there, go northerners. Why can't you use it the time of lockdown, where people is dying and delinquenting? Why can't you use it? And now you are saying that you are the Messiah. How can we take you as a sanity and slogan of the nation? How can we take you to make mouth? You rule Lagos State, you still have Lagos State ransom. Since 1999 of the dictator to today's date. How many years? You don't want to leave Lagos. You want to hijack Nigeria again. As a father property or what? A dead body can never rule Nigeria again. One task life, one side death. We don't want it. You cannot carry the sickness come meet Nigerians, may they cure you. Go and die for your house. A sickness can never ever be able to rule Nigeria again. If it is a mistake, we have do the mistake before. Enough is enough. Let him go and die for inside his room.
Well, we thank God today. In fact, those Muslim and Muslim is not one to solve solution. The solution we want today now, we want to the youth of this Nigeria to be rise. It is our turn to claim what belongs to us. All those men, they are old, they sit upon the youth glory. So if you not take it now with by force or with the violence, I don't know whether we will take it again. Because any president they are rude, they will try to rule like twice. So it is time for the youth to rise and fight their right. What youth to do right now? Because before I have 3 things, make them know today. If they not pursue that 3 things, this election they not will meet up. This president we have today, he said the youth is a lazy youth. And they not create any job to anybody. A parent will sponsor a son to the university. At the end, he will find one, he will become Okada rider. A parent will sponsor a daughter to university. At the end, will become a tomato seller in the road. So a parent is supposed to start work, begin to enjoy the benefit that make my son daughter to go to university. Today they are suffering because no job. The same president say Nigeria is a lazy youth. So now we supposed to be youth on this country begin a rise and begin to announce that we are rise. A violence can take it by force. I see people here, they are violent people because they see that nothing they work hard. They suffer too much, which is time for the youth to rise a chant. We now want Muslim. Even though Muslim take over, they will apply this Christianity. It's not supposed to be so. But instead the Tinubu said, make the youth to come and let it rule. If the opportunity pass the youth 2023, they will wait for 2030, 31. We want to rise and fight this battle ourselves. How do we fight it? Somebody must burn a child for we to find way. Begin the campaign to the youth. Youth will rise. We are the one will go. Let the road to Peter Obi. Let us support him and they will win the election. If we win the election, I see we will see the best out of this man. So I want Peter Obi. Others who are Muslim to Muslim, we not want it. Not be today start. We know they not allow the youth to rise. All the old people that sit on the glory of the youth of this country. That's why we not move forward. Nigeria, it don't happen. Muslim to Muslim.
Sorry.
Muslim to Muslim. It don't happen. Which means we are not a Muslim country. One day we will sit down one place. Maybe you call in the name of Jesus. Somebody will come and slot your head off. Because that is what will happen. Because we can see from Debola, the student that will say, it's Jesus that helped me. We see what happened. One day, if Muslim to Muslim become a president and vice president, that is what will happen in this country. And there's no other way you can escape it. If you answer Nigeria, you have answered Nigeria. For me, I'm a Biafra. I believe and my spirit is Biafra. So, if it's for Nigeria to know what is going wrong in their country and choose it now, bring out Christian, Muslim. If not, you will stay in the river when soap will enter your eyes. That is what I want to say.
Well, concerning that, I don't think there is an issue. We are all Nigerians, we serve the same God, and Muslim to Muslim ticket has nothing to do with governance. Religion is different from performances. So we have to get to the same whereby we have to look from where we should look out for and take out sentiment out of decision making. When you hear people saying, I believe is it Muslim, blah blah, or this, there is no religion is different. So and when you take a look, is that this issue of religious bias, religious whatsoever, is common within I won't say lower class people. You understand? You won't see a rich man millionaire or so billionaire drag about religion or no religion. So it is these people who they are governed, they are to govern, that do cause this crisis of religious sovereignty. They did not look out for that. They are just trying to create balance. As a leader, you need to create balance, looking at those who you want to govern, their mentality. What do you say? Okay. So you need to look at their perception concerning religion of a thing.
When you're talking about Muslim to Muslim tickets, you know that, let me just tell you the reality. Nigeria have already, I don't think that it is the three ethnic nation. So what I'm seeing, from Muslim to Muslim, this is the agenda of Tinubu. And Tinubu wanted to bring the agenda of Buhari, wanted to continue what Buhari stopped. Well, I am not surprised, but I know that something will happen for that 2023, and which will let that Muslim to Muslim ticket. But coming to that 2023, I still repeat, I still assist that I don't think that the one that say Muslim to Muslim ticket will go on, will be on that seat. No, it cannot be in that seat, because someone else will be on that seat, and which will suppress Nigerians. So Nigerians think that 2023 will favor them. I don't think that 2023 will not favor them. It will be a crisis on them, and something must fall on them. That something will call a atomic bomb, which will blow by that time, when there will be no election, or if that there will be election, there will be interim government of Nigeria. Thank you.
There we have it. Thank you very much for staying tuned with us. I remain Amaka Anyanwu. So you can see us live at Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Facetv Africa. Bye.
Please subscribe to Face TV Africa and turn the notification on. Face TV Africa, subscribe,
Face TV was Swoby.